Good morning. Glad you chose to check in with us today. Running a little late, staff meeting ran a little bit long this morning. We would normally have it on Monday, but because yesterday was Memorial Day, we had it today. And anyway, glad you're with us. We started 2 weeks ago a series on Sunday morning on the four horsemen of the apocalypse, as they are known. We did the first horseman this past Sunday, which is the white horse. If you'd like to catch that, I'm pretty sure it's archived on Facebook or our YouTube channel. And we did have a really, really good response on that particular horseman, even though nobody really knows exactly who he is. This week, we're going to do the second horseman. Excuse me. Been fighting that all morning. We're going to do the second horseman, and let me share the scripture with you. It's Revelation 6:3 and 4. It says, "And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second being say, 'Come and see.' And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword." This is not any particular person, as it were, but it's a mindset. It's a worldview. It's an affliction of the mind that people decide that it's okay to kill one another. Never mind the reason that they do. This horseman is a horseman, though, that's doing this on a grand scale. It's not just like one-to-one, nearly so much as it is on a large scale. And a lot of the scholars and commentators that know more about this than I do will tag this horseman the horseman of civil unrest. And I think about civil unrest, one of the immediate things that comes to my mind is Tiananmen Square in China, where people, they get fed up. You've got this horseman of conquest, the first horseman, and people take power, and then they abuse that power, and then the people wind up feeling abused, and then they in turn will arise. Some, as in the Tiananmen Square massacre, are willing to give their lives rather than live under the tyranny that they're under. And so there's this continuous wave and pattern that we see of conquest, civil unrest, and warfare, even civil war, as we've seen even in our own country. And then following behind that comes famine, and then pestilence and disease and death. And then following that, here comes this character named Hades, and he's going around gathering up all the souls that are lost through all of this warfare, this civil unrest, disease, famine, pestilence, death. And then here comes Hades. He's filling up hell as he comes along behind. Well, this Sunday we're going to talk about this horseman on the red horse, the horseman of civil unrest. Well, what happens with civil unrest? Well, when it gets to a peak, then there's warfare within a country. And, we are in this country right now beginning to see a great deal of civil unrest. And you might say, well, why? Well, people's freedoms are being oppressed. And you could say, in some ways, we should give up a certain amount of freedom for the safety of others. But, guys, anybody that says, if you will give me your freedom, I will take better care of you than you will take care of yourself, is that voice of conquest. And they may believe that they're going to do better for you than you would ever do for yourself, or better for you than the existing government that you have. But ultimately, what they're going to do better for is themselves. And nothing corrupts a person like power. And our power structure here is somewhat, if not totally, corrupted. And we're seeing civil unrest come up because this person in power says you cannot go to work. You cannot earn a living for your family. You must sacrifice everything that you've worked for the last 40 years of your life because I'm afraid. Because I'm afraid for me and I'm afraid for others. But really what it is, these same people, these riders on the white horse, if you will, they see an opportunity for power. They see people afraid. They say, trust me, I'll take better care of you. And they start taking your freedoms one by one. Look, this is not political. This is a historical pattern that can be viewed over years and years, centuries and centuries. It's how the world system works apart from God. And God lets it go. He'll sort it all out one of these days. But let me just share with you this. If you think that it's okay to give your blood-bought freedom to some political pundit or some powerful person, that somehow you're going to come out better by sacrificing your freedom to them, either on an individual scale or an international scale, number one, you need to learn some more about history, because this pattern's repeated itself everywhere for all of time. Conquest, war, civil unrest, famine, death. Look across the world, look across time, and learn your history, and know this, that if you don't think that what I'm saying is true, you don't know history. But even more than that, you don't know humanity. Humanity is fallen. Every one of us is faulty. And there's nobody going to look after you like God. Even in the midst of all of it, He'll save you. Thanks for spending your time with me today. Hope you'll join us Sunday as we take a closer look at this horseman on the red war horse. Thanks.